What's going on, everybody? Dale Valor here with another MVD exclusive video. So listen, one of the things that I think is super important in your own personal life, and this relates to health, wealth, and relationships, all right? And what am I talking about? I'm talking about journaling. I'm talking about journaling your life. Now, some people might look at that and scoff at it and be like, oh, I got to keep a diary like a, junior high girl or something like that. No, that's not really what I mean, but sort of. Yeah. Thing is, man, look, I think it's really important for you to journal because it documents your life, your progress, your pitfalls, the things that you're struggling with, the things that you're doing well with, that you can keep building on top of that. It just says everything about you and helps you shape and define who you are as a person by being able to compare who you were with who you are with where it is that you want to go. All right, and I'm just a big advocate of journaling, and I think that it's really important. So we're gonna hop into it right now. Let's get it. Number one, have a vision board. All right, now this isn't exactly journaling, but I think the two are related. All right, if you don't know what a vision board is something that, well, basically it's a board that you have that has all the things that you want to have in life. All right, you could cut picture or print pictures out from your computer. You can do whatever it is, however you want to define it and put it up there. But when I say what it is that you really want, I mean, like, for example, say, at one point in your life, you would like to have a certain type of house. What does that house really look like? Not just like, I want to have a nice house one day. No, man, you need to really think about it. You need to really think it through. What does the interior of that house look like? Is it completely updated? Is it 2 stories, 8 stories? Is it a 2-car garage, a 5-car garage? No garage at all. Like what exactly in detail, what is it that you want in that home? All right. Same thing with a car. Maybe one day you want like a super crazy luxury car. Which one is it? What does the interior of that car smell like? All the features that you want it to have. Use all your senses. Really dive deep on it. What kind of relationship do you want? What does that really look like to you? How you want her to engage with you? What type of relationship style do you want? Do you want an open relationship? Do you want a poly relationship? A monogamous relationship? Do you want to be monogamish? Which is something that's kind of like monogamy, but kind of not. But anyway, we cover that in a totally different video. I'm not going to go into great detail right now about that. But the thing is, what does that really look like? Your health, what does that really look like? What kind of shape do you want to be in? What body type do you have? What type of body do you want with that particular body type? What are the steps that you have to do to get that? And when you have that vision board, it's something that you can look at and reflect on and really see where it is that you're trying to go with your life. Not just, I just want a nice house one day and I want a nice job and I want to make some money, and that's great, but that's super vague. How are you going to get those things? And when you get those things, what is it going to look like when you have it, right? Because there's a big difference between wanting to have money and then you have money. What changes? Like, what really changes? Not like, well, I have more money, I can go do more things. What do you want to do with that money? Why is it important for you to have it? Is what I'm trying to drive at here. So put that vision board together, man, and really dive deep and really think it through. All right, we're gonna get to number 2. Let's go. Number 2, write down your goals. All right, now look, we talked about goals with the vision board and all that kind of thing. Well, this is a little bit different. See, when you're journaling, write down as much detail as you can, much like the vision board, what it is that you're trying to do. But with the vision board, it's more about pictures and, things like that, as to where when you're journaling it, you can really dive deep in your mind's eye, in your imagination, and play around with it as much as you want. And you know what? There's no wrong answer, man. And that's the one thing that people make a mistake about with journaling, is that they feel like, well, I shouldn't really want money like that, or I shouldn't really want that type of relationship. And I feel silly writing down that I want to be a liquid billionaire by 30. You know, that type of thing. Because it's not realistic and it's not a reality. Well, great, it's not a reality. However, that being said, it doesn't matter then, right? You can write down whatever you want. You can go, dude, you can go as deep as you want to with it. And the reason why that's important to have those goals there is because now you have a frame of reference. You can look at those goals and you can say, how close am I to this goal, right? Say you're like, I want to be a millionaire, okay? And you've done well. You saved up $100,000. Well, you know you're a tenth of the way there. And now but you have that goal that you can look at on paper and say, okay, that's what it is. Because when you don't write these things down, and it's easy to say like, well, I can always remember I want to be a millionaire. Okay, true, fair enough. But when it comes to all the things that go along with that, you know, for instance, say with being a millionaire means that you want to be somebody that can donate money to particular causes, a philanthropist, okay? And that's cool, and hey, that's great. But what do you want to be a philanthropist for? Write it down. You know what I mean? Start investigating those types of places because it's going to put you in the mindset of you almost like you already have it. Okay? And that is so much more rewarding than going around acting like you're never going to get it. Okay? It's going to make you work that much harder to earn that type of money. And if you look at it in a relationship context, I want to date a famous actress. Okay, well, if you write it down, you can start working towards, okay, what can I do to work towards dating a famous actress? Well, Dale, I live in Iowa. There isn't any famous actresses. Well, maybe your lifestyle needs to change. Okay, maybe you need to put yourself in a position where you can meet actresses. Maybe start acting yourself. So that way you kind of get it, you know, it's something to relate to. It makes you a little more relatable to them. You know, hey, maybe one of those people that are in that community play with you are about to move to LA and pop. I mean, who knows, man, you know? But put yourself in the position to start meeting actresses. But if you don't write that down, you know, it's just going to be a feeling that can come and go. But when you write it down, it's there forever. All right? It's not going to go anywhere. As to where feelings are like the tide, man. They come and go, right? Tides in, tides out, ebb and flow, all that kind of thing. But it's there forever for you to look at if you write it down. Okay? All right, we're going to get number 3. Let's get it. Number 3, your experiences. All right, look, here's the deal, man. You know, when you write down your experiences, I don't mean as a job resume, okay? What I mean is, all right, for instance, you, today, something crazy happened. Write about how you felt about it, all right? Not just in detail, like what happened. Okay, I saw this guy, he said this, I said this is what happened, the end. No, like really what transpired, man? You know, like really how did it go? How did it make you feel? How do you think that other person felt? All those types of things. And the reason why that's important is because you're understanding how you process, okay? How you really think about things, how you see the world. It helps shape your worldview and helps define who you are as a person. And you're never at a loss to, you know, as you start learning yourself, you're never at a loss when new experience happens. When you start feeling a certain way, you know that this is the result, whether it be good or bad. And that helps you determine, is this thing that just popped up worth it for me? Okay, so that's why it's important to write down your experiences and really how you felt about it. And you can go back and reflect on those things. What did you really learn from these experiences? What did you take out of it that you can apply to your everyday life or your goals or whatever else? Okay, that's why it's important to write those things down. Your takeaways, what you really learned in that experience. All right, okay, we're gonna get number 4. Let's go. Number 4, revisit. Okay, what I mean is, say you've been journaling for a year, maybe every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, whatever. You know, it's really up to you and how you feel like you need to do it. But go back and look at where you started, your goals that you had set for yourself. How much closer are you to those goals? It will help you determine, do I need to put more work into this? Or can I take time from this and put it to this? I really need to step it up in this area of my life. I can see that by the way that I'm journaling. It gives you kind of a metric for how your life is being lived. You know, if your journal looks the same thing every single day, where, well, I got up, I got ready for work, I went to work, chit-chatted with a couple of people, came home, I ate dinner, I watched TV, and then I went to sleep, and then the next day, I got up, I ate breakfast, I went to work. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's going to show you, like, I maybe need to start adding some things into my life. You know, some new adventures, some new hobbies, some new things to go do, to try, and just to add a little spice to your life a little bit of texture, you know? So do that. Revisit it, whether, again, it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, but go back on some kind of consistent basis to review where you were, where you're at, and where you're going. All right. And so listen, in this video earlier, we talked about goals and goal setting and things like that. We did a whole video on that where we go really deep on how to put those goals together. So when you're putting your vision board together and you start journaling and all that kind of stuff, you really know how to do it and do it right. Okay, so what I want you to do is go to that video, check it out, and I will see you there.